Got one left.
Yeah, right. Nintendo, we are a couple of days later now. A little bit behind.
Change of shirt.
Yes.
And the 2 deaths.
Yeah. There's no Abby and no Matthew today. Full name, didn't
Maybe we'll get
full name. Because he's not here.
Maybe we'll get some work done today in that case.
We think this is Nintendo. We can't find anything to confirm if they're doing a digital event, and this said just digital event, but
because we're not watching these live, we've just sort of gone onto Nintendo's YouTube channel and looked for the closest thing that looked right.
Yeah.
This is Nintendo digital event at E3 2015, so I'm assuming it's this.
yeah, and it's on the Nintendo playlist channel even. So we'll give it a go, won't we?
Nintendo. We started.
At the same time. Try and get the volume right as well, so it doesn't interfere too much with you folks.
Mr. Iwata? Mr. Iwata? Oh, yes, we're ready
This
to
is
start
a very
filming the
American,
Nintendo digital event for E3
Japanese
2015.
Muppet right there.
Okay, thank you.
That is a brilliant Muppet of Mr.
I
Iwata.
wasn't insulting anyone. I wasn't calling anyone a Muppet. Just to be clear.
I love they did this
Muppets,
directly
the
thing.
Muppet style.
Welcome to Nintendo Direct. You've got a sway going on, haven't you?
Reggie, are you ready for the digital event?
Reggie the Leggy.
Nintendo 62, Nintendo 63, Nintendo 64.
Very nice.
Puppet Party is ready.
Reggie's like the best loved, like.
That is just swag.
That is some swag. Mr. Miyamoto. The godfather of video games.
I'm here.
Star Fox shirt. Yes.
I wonder if that's a...
We're gonna see Star Fox, and we know it'll be pissed.
Mr. Miyamoto?
Oh, yes.
Okay, ready whenever you are, gentlemen.
I just have to remember my wife.
You have to remember they're in front of you. Oh, there's cat hair in the polyjuice potion. That's creepy. It's Star Fox, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh god. Volko. Should have a guy from Sega walk in as Wolf. This is weird. I don't know if I'm comfortable with it. I wasn't expecting this. Oh, yeah.
So it's quite cool.
It is cool, but I mean,
It's Japan. That's what it is.
that's a good point. Do you remember the Smash Brothers advert from the N64? It was like,
Hey, Fox, do a barrel roll.
Yeah, come on, Fox. Do a barrel roll.
Yeah.
Barrel roll? I can do better than that. Check this out.
it's not actually a barrel roll that they do in the game.
No. Yeah, this is definitely the right way.
Cornelius orbit.
We have Star Fox here. Hashtag Star Fox.
I've been looking forward to this fucking game.
This is a mile up wars, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. My only qualm with Nintendo is the refusal to move on in graphics. Like, they've got no reason not to.
It's
That's
not-
the thing. Their
it's
gameplay
not-
will always be the same fun games.
It's not so much that they don't move on, they do, but they're a step behind everyone else. And I think that's the Wii's fault.
Yeah.
Because they missed a gap, a step forward, basically.
Yeah.
Because the Wii was such a radically different console, they didn't look the graphics like everyone else did. So
Yeah.
these are just sort of like closing the gap between.
Yeah, but they're nowhere near still. That's the thing, I know. I always go gameplay and graphics, but when you can do the graphics, I don't.
I mean, they do have some nice looking games on the Wii U.
Yeah.
I mean, this would still look nice on a 360. You wouldn't say this is bad graphics.
No. Star Fox Zero. What was the other one then? Star Fox 1. Star Fox -1.
I live right by the Fushimi Inari
Perhaps
Shrine.
it's pretty cool.
I've had a relation with this shrine
In fact,
since
it
I was a
probably is
child.
if Peppy's flying.
Because of that, I felt that I was always protected, as if it's my guardian angel. When I was a child, there was a TV show about fighter planes called Thunderbirds. That inspired me to make a game that had cinematic elements,
You imagine a multiplayer.
with each character
Star
having a
Fox
distinct
game.
personality and their own drama.
Yeah.
That would be reflected in the dialogue and
You know, it would be
appear in
fun.
scenes
Star
like
Fox
where a
Adventures
key
remake.
character and enemies would
We're the only ones that would buy it.
The only ones who bought it in the first place.
And looks like I get to have a little fun.
When it came to talking about details
I
regarding how to
like
make
what
the
I'm
main
seeing. My only
characters look
qualm
and
so
feel,
far
we
is it looks
talked about
too
all
much
sorts
like
of
Mario
types of
60,
people. But ever since
Star
I was in
Fox
school,
64.
I drew comics with characters
More like it
as
was as we know it.
animals,
Yeah.
and decided that the characters in this game should be
Especially
based off
because it's
animals.
already been
I then
remade
talked
for
about it
3DS.
with Imamura-san, the
Yeah.
designer, and we thought about the fox image. Then I thought, let's try making a fox the main character.
We're entering Corneria City now.
Like this looks like the first level of Lilac
Oh,
Wars.
that's what I mean. That's what got me about
You
saying
want to
about
go under it,
graphics.
right?
Is
That's
it
the kind
looks
of game I wanted to make.
barely moved on. It looks like a
Thinking about the
non-pixelated.
I'm wondering whether this is just either put together for this demo.
So we
To put everyone
went
at
with
ease.
this
Everyone's
idea
always
to
been
create
worried
a
about
game
Star Fox
where you
not
would
being
fly
enough like
through
this
different
game.
arches.
Lilac Wars.
Star Fox
The full
is a
game might not
where you
even
use
have
a
that
control
level, or it might only
stick
have the
when
level
you
as
fly
like
a plane.
the first level, and then it goes off
When you
into
fly a
its
real
own
plane,
game.
Yeah.
you need to pull back on a control
It's a lot
stick
of work
fly
to do on
upright.
environments and stuff
Similarly,
just for
you can use the
short
gyro
clip.
on the gamepad
Yeah.
to look all around and feel really immersed
This
in
one
the
looks
game.
new, so
Yeah.
We'd like people to play as if they're flying a real plane. It's really exciting. For Wii U, with its two screens, we experimented with gameplay with ideas before this iteration of Star Fox. There were two screens that each serves a specific purpose. For example, we've tested using one screen for a more cinematic view and the other for gameplay. The Wii U gamepad has a gyro, and it's a big reason we decided to make this game. It's a cockpit view, so it feels like you're in the cockpit like this. You can aim by moving the gamepad around. In the other Star Fox games, you play by controlling your plane in third person on one
I
screen.
like it, 'cause I
This
quite like
time,
the,
game
gyro
world
controls
is shown on the
every other
TV,
game
and you
I've
can
played.
focus in to
That's
aim on the gamepad.
not
By using two screens,
my
you
issue.
can see yourself
I don't
flying
see
in
how
third
you-
person on the TV while shooting
you
down at the
fly.
enemies below you from the cockpit view on the gamepad. You can be really immersed in the experience, so that's something I hope people can check out. On the Nintendo 64 system, you had to use a lot of buttons. But now, with the Wii U gamepad, you can use two sticks to do things like speed up and flip around.
N64, best controller ever.
There's only one button to fire all the different weapons. So there are 4 buttons left, and with that, we thought, why not use these buttons to make the R-Wing transform?
oh, that's different.
And let's
So you can
use
see him
one
as we go
button
for
for
a
flip,
flight
and
to
the other
ground.
for a U-turn.
That's cool.
That's a cool feature, yeah.
I ain't sure about that
The
chicken
R-Wing
thing.
transforming into a
No.
water. That was in Star Fox 2.
I think it's supposed to be a parody
Since
of
that
the Star
game didn't
Wars
make it out,
ATSTs. They used to
I'm
call them
glad we were
chicken
able to
walkers
have
because
it
they look
here.
like chickens.
Alright.
the R-Wing transformation mechanic actually looks like it makes a lot of sense.
It kind of does.
There's the Landmaster, and also the gyro wing, which adds a lot of breadth to gameplay. With it, you can perform a lot of tasks as Fox.
See, I don't really
You can
understand
also
how
play
the
different
two
stages with other
interact with each other.
vehicles too.
You fly like that
So I
and
hope
aim
you have
like
fun
that.
trying out courses with different vehicles even after you clear the game.
I think so. I don't think it's like the. I don't think the lasers
We
always shoot
rebuilt
straight.
the game
is
using
basically
ideas from the
what he's
past,
saying.
but it's not a part
So you
4
can
or
maneuver
part
around,
5.
but you can then aim.
It's not a remake
I can
either.
kind of see
It's
how it
renamed
works.
it
I think
Star
you'd,
Fox Zero this time.
you'd have to try it. I think.
Yeah.
No, whether it works or not.
The subtitle Zero is taken from how the kanji character looks in calligraphy. Star Fox is based off of the Japanese culture that inspired me, so I wanted people around the world to see this cool kanji character in the logo. When I saw it, it reminded me of a foxtail. We wrote the character with a brush and added the logo. It looks cool.
Still really got much to announce when they spent that long on Star Fox. Tell you how it was thought up.
And welcome to Nintendo's digital event for E3 2015. I'm Reggie Fils-Aimé, President of Nintendo of America. We began today having a little fun imagining ourselves as characters in the Star Fox universe. But that opening was more than just fun. It also represents a theme you're going to encounter consistently throughout Nintendo's experience for E3. That theme is transformation. Recently, Mr. Iwata has made several announcements on how Nintendo itself is being transformed, with expansion to Universal theme parks, mobile devices, and our new dedicated game platform, codenamed
true that they
NX, which we'll tell you more about in 2016.
That'd be cool.
Today, our purpose is more
Forward for
immediate.
Nintendo are constantly
To
wearing a
focus
green
on the
shirt
transformations you'll be enjoying
cuffs
right
turned
inside your
over.
Nintendo gameplay
Like a
in the
big
coming months.
pipe coming out the end of it.
To the longevity of Nintendo franchises, it is transformation. We never let them stand still. There always has to be something new, something compelling.
It's got
And that
massive
even
hands.
applies to the game Super Mario Brothers, which is celebrating its 30th anniversary in 2015. To
Re-release!
say he's been transformed over the years is obvious. But along the way, he's also transformed gaming, from establishing the platforming genre on the NES to the 3D world of Super Mario 64. Later this year, Super Mario Maker will take the next step by turning the essence of game creation over to you, our fans.
We're bored of it.
Now, players will become creators as you build your own Mario levels that can be shared globally with friends.
Okay.
And
Not
who
Big
knows,
Planet Mario.
maybe even I'll be playing,
Forward work.
and of course beating your latest creation. Finally, nothing in our history has transformed our franchises quite like Amiibo. And as you'll find out this week, there are more new Amiibo on the way and more games for them to inhabit. In fact, right now, let's see how Amiibo are about to show up in a totally unexpected way. So at this year's Nintendo digital event,
I'd like to think that Goober's photobombing.
So I'm pleased to be here with Karthik Bal from the Vicarious Vision studio at Activision. And Karthik, we've got some great news to share.
Yeah, so the hallmark of the Skylanders franchise has always been deliver
Skylanders.
brand new innovation and the highest quality game experience. For the first time, we're bringing a whole new toy category to life, bringing vehicles to life this year with our new game, Skylanders Superchargers. And really
this game
blending
still
into
going?
this epic vehicle adventure.
It is popular.
Right?
It's
We've
not.
got
really?
two
Yeah, it is.
unexpected
It is a
guest
popular
stars.
game.
So introducing turbocharged
It's
Donkey
very good
Kong
for audience.
and his
We were never gonna like
the
it because
Battle Blaster.
we prefer classic Spyro.
We also
In
have
fact, I don't even
Bowser.
think they
This is
classify these as
Hammer
Spyro
Slam
games anymore.
and his
No, that's
vehicle,
not.
the Clown Cruiser.
Bowser is always my favorite. I don't know why people say that I look like Bowser and at times act like Bowser. As you're playing as these figures, as
actually
you
see
have
that bit.
those vehicles, what happens?
So they have complete move sets and upgrade trees of powers and abilities, some of which are natural, things that you would expect, like Donkey Kong throwing barrels and Bowser slamming down his hammer, but also really unexpected moves that harken back to elements of lore within the 30 years of history of these characters.
It's a
what
shame with
else
30
can,
years they
can
couldn't have done
these
something
figures
good
do?
for the people
The
who
figure
would
on a
appreciate
Skylander's portal
the
can
30
act as a
years.
Skylander, but you can twist the base and switch it to
Shush!
amiibo, and it can be used as an amiibo in another Nintendo game.
So again, these characters, these vehicles, only playable on Nintendo. As you go through this,
making a Skylanders
operation
game
with
not strictly
Nintendo,
for a Nintendo
a
console,
company
but
that
these
is
figures
very
obviously will
protective
only
of
work
its
for the Nintendo
franchises,
version.
that always likes to have total control. What was that like in terms of working with us to bring these fabulous experiences to life?
We're such big like Nintendo fanboys, and I think we may have been a little too cautious
Are you
at
still
first.
a fanboy?
We wanted to have
You
a
work
form
for
of
the
Bowser where
company.
it became really big, and we pitched the idea of using Giga Bowser, and this is when the Nintendo team said, no, do something different, something new. And we created Magma Bowser,
Right.
it was never been seen before, and his fire breath just becomes this insane flamethrower.
It looks like a
where you
Blastoise
want
in a
to,
tour call.
set the Koopa
Big
on
sweet
fire.
boy.
And they said use dry bones.
Right.
And so like dry bones, and they said, well, here's all the material for dry bones, and it was just building on
Giga
top of
Bowser
that,
would have still been
and
cool.
we just didn't. We didn't think that we were going to get away with all of this stuff.
Karthik, thank you so much for sharing this information. And throughout the entire week, we're going to be sharing more and more information. You and your team are going to grace us at Nintendo Treehouse Live, and there's going to be a lot more information to share.
I'm super excited.
Fantastic.
Thank you.
Super excited.
I wonder what's next.
Please don't turn into anything again. Go on, Reggie, my son. What the?
Another side scroller? Isn't that?
NES Remix 3?
Oh. Zelda Triforce Heroes. When one hero isn't enough, this is a 3DS. Three-player co-op? Yeah. It's like 4 swords minus 1.
Minus 1, yeah. Minus all the cables and the hassle.
Hello, character here.
Hi. Eat!
Shut up!
Josh, you've come
Mum, we're recording.
early to work.
Yeah, no, he's doing them all.
I wouldn't like that.
He's doing them all! I've been more excited for a 3D Zelda, like a proper 3D Zelda, not 3D, because in 3DS,
Yeah, I know.
like console Zelda. You know what I mean?
Well, they've just released one, they just Majora's Mask.
Yeah, but that's Majora's Mask. Oh, you mean on 3DS?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah. Develop a story. That's cool.
Hello, I'm Aonuma, the producer of Zelda. Today, I would like to talk about The Legend of Zelda: Triforce Heroes, the latest Nintendo 3DS
Yeah, everyone wants
Zelda
to
game.
talk about the
I have
Wii U
game's
one.
director, Shikata,
Yeah,
here to introduce
that's the one
it.
everyone's interested
Hello.
I wanted to focus on multiplayer and co-op. Multiplayer in past
not even
Zelda
talking.
games was more competitive, much like a party game. Everyone would gather to play to see who would get the most rupees.
in.
This time,
When
I
they have
wanted
the
to
dog
focus on
cinema.
opportunities to
It's
enjoy more
all
serious
that.
Legend of Zelda gameplay elements, like solving puzzles and going through dungeons.
I guess it adds a new
visual
dynamic
of
to
a
puzzle.
link
I'm not saying it wouldn't be fun, but I'd have trouble finding someone to play this.
Dude.
That's from
So I
Link
wanted to
Between Worlds.
incorporate that
be
into
fair.
the multiplayer.
That's essentially what this looks like.
It's cool.
So that's why we came up with the totem mechanic. Co-op was fully realized with the totem mechanic.
Really? That's what? 3 people standing on a head.
To be fair, what have we been doing in Halo for the past so many years?
A 4-player totem was too tall. So we decided 3 was the better choice.
There's something to do with 3 in Zelda.
For single player,
There
there are supporting doll-like characters. There are 2 of them. And you can beat a level by switching between Link and these 2 dolls. The story starts in a kingdom that is just full of fashion-savvy people. Then, we find out something has happened. So the king is looking for a hero who could help. So different players are each claiming to be the hero. And so it begins. Using items to defeat enemies and conquering dungeons is a familiar staple from other Zelda games. So it should appeal to fans of the series. This time, there's also a fashion element, where you collect items to create new outfits with new abilities.
What?
By buying and equipping these different clothes, your abilities change. So the same courses will offer different experiences depending on what you wear.
It's just the quality of games doesn't seem
I
as
think
high
playing with
as
people in online multiplayer where
others
you
that
can't
we've
see
seen
their
so far.
reactions is fun too. I hope people invite others to try out the game with them as well.
Not that it doesn't look fun or good, it's just
Yeah, but I mean,
it's not new.
I'm not saying
When
pick this
playing
up, to be honest.
multiplayer,
Yeah.
we frequently hear
Because I've
Mr.
struggled to
Allen
find someone to play it
excited
with.
about the game.
Yeah.
Because I wouldn't, it's the sort of game you wouldn't want to play on your own, so it's not the point.
Yeah, you've got to have 3 of you as well. Which kind of makes it even harder. You need 2 people. Well, you don't need them, but it's not the same if you've got to switch between.
Oh, I mean, it would still be fun with just 2 and
We have another
one
new
extra
game.
doll thing.
Last year,
Yeah.
we had the Wii U version of Hyrule Warriors. We are now developing a 3DS version.
Yeah, that was
This
announced last
game
week.
is a reimagining of the Wii U game.
3DS version of Hyrule Warriors,
It will
that is.
include all the DLC characters from that one.
That's not in-game graphics, is it?
We are also adding additional characters and stages from The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker, to expand the gameplay.
Really? He does
King of
nothing
Red
in the
Dragons.
fucking game apart
Hyrule
from
Warriors
sail.
is not like the Zelda games I create. It is an experience only Koei Tecmo can
It's a
really
fun
bring to
game, to be
life.
fair.
So I've heard, yeah.
I hope you will enjoy Hyrule Warriors Legends, as well as The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes on Nintendo 3DS.
It's not about how Wii or announce another console or something. Not that they will, but still. Bit of parchment. Try. Oh, more
This is the Hyrule Warriors.
Oh.
That's it. No, they're actually giving us the trailer.
That's showing us the trailer that they've just shown us.
I'm terrible at the game as Zelda.
Yeah. Is she not one of the best characters? Or?
It might just be that I don't know how to play it properly.
Maybe Tetra.
Yeah. I bet Zelda's just pretty good.
You said you were crap at Zelda. Oh, spoilers. What's with the electric guitar Zelda music?
That's kind of what this game is like. It just has fun. The whole Zelda thing. It's got a good soundtrack in that game, actually.
Please do a Link collection. It's the Ocarina of Time bit.
What the...
Hey.
What? The fuck was all that
I
about?
think the reference is directly to you thing.
The fuck is this Nintendo here then? Metroid
What?
Prime Federation Forge.
What? Force, I think it said, didn't it? Oh, Force.
Could have done.
This isn't the Metroid I wanted. What the fuck? Where's my Metroid game? This isn't Metroid.
Blast
But what?
This looks
Sci-fi sports battles? No! No!
Yeah, Federation Force. That looks awful.
That's it. Right, I played Metroid Prime Hunters on the first DS, and the
that
controls
looked better.
the controls were terrible.
They were, but it looks better. Actually,
It was a
played the
Metroid game. You know what I mean?
That looked awful. I'm not going to lie.
That one didn't. Oh, is this Fire Emblem?
Yeah, it's really bizarre
Yeah.
because she's all cartoon anime, walking into like a non-anime world. Anyway,
What did you say it was? Fire Emblem. Quite good series. They're like real-time strategy games, but there's actually consequence. So if a character dies on your team in a level, they're dead. You can't bring them back for the rest of the game. If you play like me and Matt, if one character dies on a level, you restart the level. Because you don't want to keep going without.
yeah.
There is only one punishment. The sentence is death.
That's it.
That was like Japan in a split second. Oh, come on.
I was going to say, that looks like a...
Is that for the X version? Wasn't it?
Yeah, Xerneas, was
I
it?
don't know. Didn't get either.
I haven't played many Atlas games. I know they make Persona.
This looks to be aimed at men. Oh Christ. Mirage?
It might
Was that
be
the name
new.
of it?
I think so.
Game called Mirage. Mirage Master.
Did you get them jiggles then? The jiggle physics on them beasts.
No, I didn't.
By beats, I mean Adenar.
今の翼の歌声ならきっと届くだから歌うんだ翼
Well said, mate.
I agree with him.
我が友につきろ
What kind of game is this?
I don't know. I can't work it out. Is it a rhythm game?
It's
What? I think it might be a rhythm game.
背中は任せだぜ勝てるぞ
But then it might not be. That doesn't look a rhythm game.
I really don't have a
I
clue.
don't know what's going on.
What? It's like a mixture of a comic book and a game and some sort of race.
Subtitles are a bit nice.
Yeah.
Because we can't work this out.
Is it? What? Oh, it's called
Fae.
FE. Or Fae. Fae. Hashtag Fae. Fae.
I haven't a fucking clue what that was.
Do not know.
Don't know what genre it is or anything. Contemplating the nana. Sorry, mate.
What is Japan?
I love Japan for that sort of weird stuff, though. Oh shit!
That's a bit.
It's a good start.
That's it.
Oh,
This has been destroyed. Game over. This looks decent.
Looks a bit Monster Hunter-y. If it is, it's a very different direction for Monster Hunter. be a good new direction.
This could be a new game.
That is fucking good.
Graphics actually look very
That's
good.
what I mean. The Wii U is capable of better graphics than people think.
Yeah, but it's not used. This looks nice, as well as the game looks very interesting.
It's a bit more mainstream than this.
I think Nintendo need to do a few slightly more mainstream things.
They said they were gonna with the Wii U, and I'm still sort of waiting for
Because,
that. Oh,
Xenoblade Chronicles.
Oh, okay, I didn't think it was.
Now, is that the 4th of December or the 12th of
12th of April, I think. I don't know.
Possibly April. Nintendo just seems to aim at sort of a lot of it.
You'd be
very
surprised
young
the age of the people that play Animal Crossing. Like the guys our age play this game.
That's very true. I actually have heard good things.
That's what I mean. I
Like
wouldn't.
Matt will get Animal Crossing.
Oh yeah, Matt loves Animal Crossing. I wouldn't. This ain't my kind of game, but there is an audience for it, I suppose.
Yeah.
It just reminds me of the Ego Raptor video, Awesome Crossing, where he's lying there and he's grown a beard and long hair, and he's like, "Dude, you haven't gone outside in months." He's like, "Why do I like it so much?"
I mean, obviously there is.
I get
I don't feel there's as much of a market for handheld as it used to be.
To be fair, I think Nintendo were taking advantage of the fact that they got the market for handheld by the balls. Because
Yeah.
the Via's dead.
Yeah. Is that Sonic?
I've always thought that looked like Sonic. Oh, is this like an Animal Crossing party game?
Yeah. Yeah, this is like Mario.
So you know what? This is the kind of Mario Party that I wish 10 was, though. You
right.
could like choose which way you went on the board and things.
Yeah.
Because that's what it used to be like. Kind of so yellow.
This doesn't feel like a game you'd bring to E3.
Oh, I mean, it's got a fan base. No, I'd announce it, show a good trailer, but this is a lot.
Yeah.
I think they're making a bit of a deal out of it though, because it's an Animal Crossing on Wii U. Because these games generally
Amiibo Festival. Amiibos are your people, aren't they? That you
a
make.
little figure.
Yeah.
Measy are people. Amiibos are the figures.
Alright.
Oh, is this Yoshi's Woolly World?
Yoshi's Woolly World.
Wally World. Wally. Not being funny, the Amiibos actually look quite cool. They're made out of yarn. I might need one.
You might need one.
Just for the novelty of it being yarn.
With the same developer, and I was in charge of designing Yoshi's Woolly World.
I might actually give this a go though, because the last game they did like this was Kirby's Epic Yarn. That is a great game. As much as it looked ridiculous, it's really fun game.
At first, I decided to make some yarn Yoshi just for fun because I'm not a programmer or an artist, so I wasn't able to make something in the actual game. So, and the development team was really, really working hard. So I
If it's more
thought
of
to myself,
game like Kirby's Epic Yarn less than a Yoshi game, I think I'd like it more, because I'm not too fond of the Yoshi games.
Yeah, it's another Mario side-scroller.
Well, I think the Yoshi ones are different enough to sort of be their own series.
Really?
Yeah, they got Mario is about getting from the left hand of the screen to the right. Yoshi's more collecting things and got the whole Baby Mario thing in there in the first
When I
one.
heard that, I fell in love with that idea and decided to make more Yarn Yoshi prototypes.
I'm not mad keen on Kirby games either, but Epic Yarn I really enjoyed because it was less Kirby and more something different.
So he turns into like a propeller when you jump.
I must say,
He turns into a mallet.
And did a lot.
I don't know why in their conference they've spent so long talking about how the idea came about for a game.
And you can also lift platforms, and in this game, the enemies are made of yarn as well. So when Yoshi swallows them, they turn into yarn balls.
I played the last one.
Yarn
Most of all, we want
You got
it
yarn
to be
balls.
fun. Yoshi's Woolly World provides
We'll get one of the yarn balls if you have any yarn balls.
But also we wanted to
Kudos to
have
people who get that
lots of
reference.
people enjoy the game, and those lots of people had different expectations on the difficulty of the game. And for us, what's so special
Interesting
about Yoshi
graphics.
games is that
Yeah, the graphics in Epic Yarn for a Wii game looked quite good, so this should be
fun.
pretty good looking and all.
Just run through the levels. If you think you're more
It's very
advanced,
Little
you
Big
can
Planet,
set
the
down
levels
a
to
little
me.
higher
Oh
by
yeah, it
collecting
is,
lots
it
of
is.
items, and that provides plenty
They're
of
supposed to
fun
look
in this
like
game. We are
it's
very
just sort of
confident
set
that
up on
the
a
game
table in
provides
front of
both
you.
the
Yeah.
challenge and the fun.
Kind of like how Paper Mario looks, but obviously not Paper.
Default mode is designed so that the user can decide how they want to play with their friend. So you can either cooperate with your friend, you can help each other out, you can follow the other Yoshi, turn him into a yarn ball, and then throw it to high areas so that the other Yoshi can reach that area. So you can do a little bit of a competition with your friend, you can be a little mean,
You could be a dick.
and amiibo.
Yeah,
It'd be fun to play.
I was going to say, I think that's where the fun of the game comes from.
Yoshi's design
Yeah.
turns into that amiibo character. For example, if you have a Mario amiibo, you can get a
Oh my
Mario.
god, that's horrifying.
Hey, Yoshi.
What's happened to Mario's nose?
His nose was big enough to begin with,
So,
let alone
if you have an amiibo,
Yoshify it.
you can have fun trying out different characters. In this game, when we turn Pucci into
This is too
Yarn,
long on this
he was
now.
really
It is a
cute.
bit too long.
So that's why
Get it.
we decided to have
Get
him
it.
again.
It's gonna show us a trailer for it afterwards, you know that.
Important item around you. So he's
They're going to not
quite
do that
useful
thing
companion to
you
have.
just said, because that would be nice.
They're going to do that thing I just said.
Even after you clear the level, it's really fun to go back, revisit that level because there's always something that you missed out on.
The thing is, this isn't the first time I've seen this. I've known about this game for a
all the
while.
items in
Yeah.
one go, but that is quite challenging. So I hope people can enjoy playing the same level over and over again. Most of all, I want people to feel happy when playing this game.
I love that!
This is the only good bit about this whole
Just
Nintendo
nothing.
thing.
That was this thing. I can see where this is going already. It's a Pokemon kind of game.
Yeah, that isn't Pokemon. Maybe not.
Well, I'm saying this because
Yoke Watch.
I mean, Pokemon is based on the capsule things. It was just at the machine.
Yeah.
Gashapon, I think they call them.
Gash upon what?
Gashapon who?
So it's sort of mini games.
Yeah, so it's a more interactive sort of Pokemon game where you don't just press what attack you want to use, you actually have some input.
Yeah, but that wasn't too Pokemon-like in the end.
No, it wasn't. No, to be fair.
Didn't look overly exciting. Give me a Pokemon game over that any day.
Are you playing Mario again?
Two Mario worlds collide.
Oh, they cross the Paper Mario with Mario RPG. Yeah, that's brilliant. I've only played the first Paper Mario.
We've run out of what we can do with this franchise. And this one, okay. Cross them over.
I like the first Paper Mario, and I've heard that the Mario and Luigi Superstars, which is what the other ones are, is supposed to be a really good series.
The one thing that I wanted to announce, which I know they're not going to, Pokemon Online.
They're not going to announce. They're never going to do that. That's why we're having to play
That's the
a
end
mod.
game. If they do that, they can't do any other game. Because no
That's
one
it.
would play it. What was that called?
Paper Jump.
Mario and Luigi Paper Jam. Looks like we've got another Mario Tennis. Been a while since one of those has been out.
Yeah, it has been, to be fair. I realised only the other day there hasn't actually been any Mario DS games on the Wii U.
Why is Peach so big compared to the rest?
Oh, I see. Now it makes sense.
Oh, it's part of the gameplay. If you do well, you get made bigger.
These are harmless, I suppose.
They are, yeah, but again, not really an E3 announcement.
Okay, yeah, not E3 material.
Not for your keynote, anyway. We don't need to develop a story for Mario Tennis.
We've been
It's
working
fairly
together
simple.
for 30 years.
Tennis is a game. I like tennis. And a Mario guys might play this game.
As the years went on and we made more and more side-scrolling games,
The thing
we
is,
had to create a more advanced tool to design
I want to
them.
fast forward a lot of Nintendo's.
Oh, this is Mario Maker
This
again.
became the basis
You've already
of
covered
Super
that.
Mario Maker.
The tool got so good that
And
the
again,
more
this
we worked
is
with
stuff
it, the
that they
more we
announced
realized
ages
we
ago.
could
You know
also
about
turn
Mario
it into
Maker.
something
Yeah,
everyone
they've
could
had it for
enjoy.
about 6 months.
With Super Mario
Longer than that,
Maker,
actually. It might have been.
anytime you
Actually, I
make
think it was
an edit,
announced
you can
last
see the
E3.
results right away. This instant feedback can
Why
really
is there a
help your
cat
imagination run wild.
building this map?
Back in the day,
think
we had
it's
to
the whole
create
cat
everything by
thing.
hand. To design courses, we would actually draw them one at a time onto these sheets of graph paper.
That's kind of cool.
We'd then hand our drawings to the programmers, who would code them into a build.
I'm
Digging up
interested
these
in
old
this
documents,
game.
we found this.
Sounds fun.
Just to see what people come up with. I probably won't make a whole lot in it, but I'll probably download stuff that other people do.
When we first
Oh, yeah, it's
started
like
the idea of Super
Halo
Mario
Forge.
Brothers,
Yeah,
we had a concept of land, air, and sea.
We made a couple ourselves,
I
but
mean, you're going to get them
See this
Them,
old sketch of Mario throwing fireballs from a moving
crap
cloud?
ones where all people
You
do
can
is
do
like
that in Super Mario
Yeah.
like
Maker.
one platform
You
with a
can
crap load
even
of
control
enemies
where
and
the
say,
cloud
hello, level design.
Yeah.
It's like, not. You'll get some good ones, I'm sure.
In the old days, when we needed to fix or change part of the course, it would get really messy if we tried to edit the original drawing. So we'd put this see-through paper on top to make edits.
layout paper.
A lot of things might look familiar.
Why?
But you can combine various elements
Why tell
from
us?
the different games to create entirely new stuff. Like stacking different enemies on top of each other to make a huge
make a
tower,
realistic
and then
hole?
putting a bullet bill on top.
Builder's bomb turns up an hour late.
Well-
It started, you can't play till an hour
You can
later.
put things
Or
we've
the
never
next
placed
day.
underwater. Right.
The
there are
first time
some
Mario
enemies
played
that don't
anything
normally
using
appear
Mario
in
It's
Three.
more realistic. Water everywhere.
When you put
Yeah.
one underwater in Super Mario Maker, it will swim like a small shrimp. Mario can even take on the appearance of other characters.
I don't think the guy
Tab
dubbing
compatible
the
amiibo,
English is
like
helping
Wii
because
Fit
he's
Trainer.
speaking very
And
slowly.
Mario can turn into Wii Fit Trainer when he gets a mystery mushroom.
Yeah.
It's called Costume Mario. We have a lot of these planned. To celebrate Super Mario's 30th anniversary, we're releasing an 8-bit amiibo. when you use it. Your Mario in-game
that's
is
cool.
going to appear a bit bigger. The amiibo
Yeah,
itself
but
is pretty big too. To reflect the
Surely
effect
all of these
the game.
amiibos are extra money you have to
There's
pay.
also
Oh, yeah.
a Super Mario Maker
They're
booklet.
huge
The
collectibles.
booklet has a lot of sample
Yeah,
courses.
but it's extra money. It's like
It's
EA.
really fun just looking at them.
What?
As if
It's
this is what would
a
happen
high
if you
heel
design
boot.
a world of Mario
Yeah,
in
it's
real life.
with the pipes though, and the boots at the bottom look weird.
Most times, I start by making a course I want to play, which is usually like a 2-1 or 2-2. Once that's done, we try to make it a little easier. So we move on to making 1-1. It's always like that. I may come across as a mean person by saying this, but in 1-1, there's a Goomba, which is clearly an enemy, but there's also a super mushroom, and you might run when you first see it. You run, but there's a block above, so you can't run. So if you jump, the ceiling is low, so you usually hit it. But when you do, you grow big. It's a surprise. There are stairs, but there are gaps. But the first gap has
I get
a
what
floor,
he's saying.
and the second one is the one you want to avoid because it's bottomless. So it's a
but why
tutorial in a
is he-
sense.
why tell
We
us
don't want to
this?
talk into those types of things.
When playing a Mario game for the first time,
Make a
it's a
documentary.
challenge to run and jump at the same time. New players usually fall into the first pit because they can't make the jump. But they learn from it. They usually fall into it because they can't make it.
It's like game design training software.
Try it if you want to get into game design.
With enough practice, anyone could become a good course designer.
I've seen more 8-bit Mario than anything else in this whole
Earlier I said
presentation.
that Nintendo's experience for E3 is all about transformation. And while we've given you a sneak peek of some of our games coming later in 2015, there's still much more to
Most of
share.
those 2016.
Next, Nintendo Treehouse Live at E3 begins. We'll kick off with Mr. Miyamoto and fellow developers flying through Star Fox Zero. And if you can't wait to get your hands on Super Mario Maker, the opportunity is right in front of you. On Wednesday, from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m., and Saturday from noon until 5 p.m. local time, you can walk into any of more than 100 Best Buy stores in the US and Canada and experience the game for yourself, firsthand. You can find the details of all of our activities this week at e3.nintendo.com. To close, as anyone transforms, be it a person or a company, it's good to reflect on where you've been to help guide where you go next. Over the past 30 years, more than 1 billion people around the world have played a Nintendo game. And most of them have played as gaming's biggest star, Mario. From the music, to the costumes, to the characters, Super Mario isn't just Nintendo's mascot. There's a little piece of him, and certainly memories of his adventures, inside all of us.
So Nintendo lost E3.
Yeah, this is disappointing.
But we'll talk about that in a roundup video.
I get the feeling it's because they want you to watch this Treehouse event thing. The problem with Treehouse is it's so fucking long. To find one little bit of news that you might want to hear, you've got to watch 8 hours.
Yeah. Who's this?
I'll show it off now. That's fucking scary. If that was staring back at me. Them earrings must have it. fatally can't play the instrument, so he's like,
Yeah, that's why he's sacked off in the rackets. Bez.
Oh, it's disappointing.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Treehouse on there is 8.5 hours long. We can't sit through that.
No.
Now it's
I
your
said-
turn.
Before we do like
SuperMario.com
the video where we do
celebrate its third
Wrap.
overall
by submitting
thoughts,
your own
I'll go on
Super Mario
internet
videos.
see if we can just
And
find
do it for a
some
good cause.
news that they talk about in
Nintendo making a
Treehouse.
donation
Yeah, and if
to
there's
the
anything, we'll
nonprofit
mention it
group
in
Operation
that.
Smile.
Yeah.
Visit our site
Yeah,
for
but
details.
that was.
Let's have some
But
fun,
half of that we
let's
already
support
knew
a
about.
great cause, and let's
And the other half
Super
was just looked crap or was just remake.
Didn't see enough stuff
Yeah.
outside.
Yeah, the one game that was interesting
game that
just
was
showed
new,
the same,
the Metroid.
the same
What
clip.
the fuck was with the Metroid? No Zelda Wii U? Eh? You showed that last year. We didn't see any of it here.
Yeah.
Should have left your Smash details in there in that video.
Yeah. Should have done something. You should have done something.
No F-Zero, everyone wants an F-Zero again, no F-Zero. Mario Tennis though.
Yeah!
Oh dear. I'm
And
hoping
we know how they used to design Mario levels with graph paper.
Wicked.
Yay!
Hey, we don't have a game to show you today. Here's a game where you can make your own Mario games. And that was disappointing. I mean,
Yeah, it
I'm
was.
hoping they've got more to talk about, but they're just holding off to talk about it in Treehouse.
I hope so. We will have a look through and we'll see if
Yeah.
anything's there.
But that was
But not
the
not
least.
holding out much hope for Nintendo this year.
That's my phone.
No Resident Evil.
No Resident Evil.
Not that that's Nintendo anymore.
No.
But still. Yeah. Okay, we'll see the wrap up, guys.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye. Shocking.